This is Digital Trends Live. I'm Greg Nibbler, and again, thank you for joining us. I know I say it a lot, but I really do mean it, so hit that subscribe button, share the show, let other people know about it. We keep you up to date on what is happening in technology, and that includes rumors and what is trending in association with Samsung. Some new phones could be on the horizon. What does that mean? Well, that's why we have Andy Boxall here to walk us through this. Andy, as always, thank you so much for being here. I've seen Samsung in the news so much lately for rumors coming out. What do you want to start with this? Let's walk through what this rumor could mean.
Okay, great. So this latest rumor is the most exciting for me because it's about the sequel to the Galaxy Note 10, which is still our pick of the best Android phones you can buy. So we're now expecting the Galaxy Note 20 to launch in the very near future. And the Note series, if you don't know, is essentially Samsung's do-it-all flagship phone of the year, while the S20 series is sort of a mainstream phone. This is the one for the power user. It's got the latest tech, absolutely everything you could possibly want inside, usually a very pretty device. So that's what makes this really exciting. We've seen a couple of leaks, including some today, showing the design of the phone for the first time. And there's a couple of really interesting points to look at with these leaks. The first is the color. Now, the Galaxy S20 series, they were a bit dull. They made a black one and a gray one and kind of, they're fine. With the Note 10 last year, they made this stunning aura glow color, and it was sort of a rainbow effect. This year, they're following up with something called Mystic Bronze, and you saw it in those renders, which actually came from Samsung, leaked from Samsung, so we're fairly sure they're real. And it looks beautiful. Gold is a bit passé, we've had that, but this just takes it that step further. You can also see that design of the camera bump on the back. Well, that comes from a series of A-series phones from Samsung recently. It's very similar. And it's very different to the Note series from last year, and even different from the Galaxy S20 Ultra and that sort of thing this year. It looks much more refined and really gives it a keen identity.
I was going to ask really quick, just on those cameras, any use cases that we've seen about that or heard about when it comes to that? Because I know augmented reality was a big feature last year when it came to utilizing their cameras and some of the software.
We're expecting them to give us a lot more along that kind of edge, those augmented reality features. One of the rumors has pointed to the Note 20 using the Galaxy S20 Ultra's 108 megapixel camera. So you really can't get many more megapixels than 108. However, unlike the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, it probably won't have the 100 times zoom feature. That was a big thing from Samsung on the S20 Ultra, but in reality, it wasn't very good, and the photos were very disappointing, and you certainly wouldn't use them on a regular basis. So it won't be sad if we're missing that from the Note 20 Ultra, but expect the camera to be a little bit of a step up from what we saw on the S20 series, in my opinion.
And going from there, you mentioned the S Pen too, which is shown in the leaks from Samsung themselves. And I know the S Pen was also a big thing from the Note 10. So do you expect them to add on the abilities of that, or kind of continue on that same path that they were on before?
I really hope they're going to continue making the S Pen more useful. It's always been a bit of a bugbear for me, is that it's great if you're an artist or someone who takes lots of notes. But outside of that, there's not really that much to do. So last year they were really good, and they added in a remote shutter feature so you could use it for your selfie camera. It was also usable with certain games. There was things to do with it if you weren't an artist. So I really hope this year they're going to continue on that. And it's possible because it's got a Bluetooth connection. It doesn't just, it's not sort of passive. It actually connects to your phone. So there's a good chance that will become even more useful this year, and it's a big thing for the Note series. It defines the Note series, if anything. So yeah, hopefully good things to come from the S Pen.
And looking at it from there, we mentioned, impending announcement. Obviously, everything's different now with events because who knows how things are going to be done. But this is generally, I feel like it's August, right around that time when they announce these. And is that what we're hearing right now? Is that it will be in August to get one of these Unpacked events?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The Note series is Samsung's second half of the year big announcement. And traditionally, it's come around late August to early September, but that's been gradually creeping backwards over the last couple of years to early August. So the latest rumors give us an idea that it could be August the 20th that we see the phone either launch or the Unpacked event. And it's going to be very interesting to see what else Samsung show off at that time. There's been a lot of rumors about a Galaxy Watch 3 and a new Galaxy Fold. So it could be a very packed event on that day.
Which is huge, that Galaxy Fold, the Fold 2 or however they're going to end up calling it, that's really interesting too. When it comes to the Galaxy Note 20, and obviously being, the high-end phone, what are the guesses around prices for this?
The guesses are really quite a lot of money. There's been a rumor that said the most expensive Note series phone this year might cost up to $1,500. That's a lot of money for any phone. That's sort of top-end iPhone money, and arguably not that much different to the top-end Note 20 Plus from last year. We got to remember as well that the Galaxy S20 Ultra was close to $1,500 when it was announced too. So it's, although expensive, sadly becoming really quite common for top-end phones to be so much money. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, that is a lot of money. Yeah, save up for it. Well, we've got all the details too about this, about what we've heard and what we've seen too from those Samsung renders. And I know as all of this unfolds, Andy will keep us up to date on everything that's going on with that and the Galaxy Watch. As we mentioned, the Fold, there's so much that could be talked about with that, but you can read it all there at digitaltrends.com. And Andy, thank you as always for sharing your knowledge here.
Pleasure, no problem. Thanks, Greg.